All right, here we go with a question about thermal physics. And now I've got to say, this is probably one of the easiest questions I've seen on an IBHL multiple choice question paper. However, there are definitely students who got it wrong, so it's worth picking it apart, going a bit overkill, and then remembering how to do this question. Key to this one is reading. We're looking at the temperature of an object, which has changed from theta 1 degrees Celsius to theta 2 degrees Celsius. And we're asked what the change in temperature is. Now, hopefully you're aware that we convert between Celsius and Kelvin through an additional factor of 273. You sometimes see an extra couple of decimal places on there, but it doesn't matter for this purpose. So, for example, theta 1 in Kelvin is just theta 1 in Celsius with an additional 273 on there. Theta 2 in Kelvin is also the same by that same factor. Now, what you're noticing there, we're finding the change in the temperature. Well, the theta 2 Kelvin, take away theta 1 Kelvin, is going to be simply the difference between those two numbers. And we notice we've got a plus 273 and a minus 273, which therefore leads to exactly the same answer that you would get. The point here being that the change of temperature in Kelvin and Celsius is the same. It doesn't matter which scale you're working in if you are thinking about changes in temperature, because a change of 1 degree Celsius is the same as a change in 1 degree Kelvin. And that is something that some students often misunderstand. We use this, for example, in our specific heat capacity, where the units can sometimes be Celsius or Kelvin, because we're dealing with changes in temperature. Now, I'm sure there's some of you absolutely who understand all of that and knew it straight off. There are some people there who struggle with this, so please do take your time. Sometimes it's not as obvious. You're rushing in an exam, trying to not read the questions necessarily as carefully as you might normally do. So take your time to understand that one, and if you're okay with it, move on.